Good morning and welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
I'm all dressed up in my Wednesday attire. Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
And Miss Beth Duke joins us this morning from Center City of Amarillo. It's hard to believe, Miss Beth, this is the last high noon of the summer. It seemed
It
like we
is.
just
It's our
started.
finale. We in the past sometimes we extend it a little bit into August, but teachers go back August 4th, and once school starts, people kind of change schedule. So we just concentrated on June and July, and tomorrow is going to be an amazing show. Underwood Law Firm has started a tradition of sponsoring our grand finale. They kind of make it their company family picnic. And we are going to have fajitas from Joe Taco, and we're going to have the band Insufficient Funds. And it's going to be a great day. We are going to fill up that courthouse square, and it's going to rock. Insufficient Funds is a longtime favorite band, and a lot of their friends and families are going to come out and help us celebrate this last big high noon on the square.
It's always a fun event. And
Oh, it is.
Insufficient Funds is just, if you've never seen those,
They're off the hook.
Yeah, they have.
They are, and they're classic. They appeal to all ages, all stages, and it just makes a very fun finale for High Noon on the Square.
Now, Ms. Beth, we were talking off the air about at the community market, you've now started taking a tally of how many people come out. Have we ever taken account of how many people come out to High Noon?
Well, we do have a count of the people who actually buy lunch, but you don't have to buy lunch. A lot of families bring their own. We haven't really done a count of people, but when that lawn fills up, we know we can have at least 600 people. The city of Amarillo gives away all their popsicles, and we plan for about 500, especially in the hot summer when we need to bring extra bottles of water, because even if you bring your own lunch, you might need an extra water bottle.
But the way I'm looking at it at this point, I love the popsicles. Unfortunately, I only got one all season long, but I'm going to have to fix that tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I think so.
One of the things that I'm really amazed at, it seems like people actually turn out from the banks and from the office places just to come to the square. Now, that's basically what this is all about.
Really, that's a big way that it started, because pre-pandemic, we had 20,000 people working downtown.
Right.
And the great thing, High Noon, a lot of people would come from their offices, get out of their cubicles, get outdoors, and their families would come and meet them. And a great time to have a picnic lunch in the middle of the week. And the crowd has really started to come back. Now I have a couple of family groups that are into 3 generations who've been coming to High Noon on the Square for 28 years. And it's just become a great downtown tradition.
Yeah, it is a fun event and a great band tomorrow. Got to thank the folks from Underwood Law. And one thing we got to talk about, and I hate to do it, and we're not jinxing it, but just in case. Last year, I think, was the first time that we've called a high noon due to the high temperatures. Now, today's going to be the hotter one. What goes into that decision? Will you look at tomorrow morning around 9 or 10, look at it and say, safe, not safe? Well, how do you make that decision, Miss Beth?
Last year we really kind of the first time we faced that. We really were not real sure. This year, what we've done, we've tried to put more of the chairs in the shade. We've borrowed some canopies from some supporting businesses. We've invited some businesses to bring their own canopies, and the trees have really grown up to add some shade.
Right.
If we have a little bit of a breeze, it is pretty comfortable, because we don't get into the heat of the day till a little bit mid-afternoon. So we're going to go ahead and go tomorrow. We just are putting on extra water. If people need another bottle of water, we have plenty. We want everybody to stay healthy and happy, but we're going to go for it. Last year was figuring out how, and I think now with the extra shade, the extra tents that we purchased and we have available, I think we're just going to encourage everybody to enjoy the breeze and find some shade.
Oh, no, Ms. Beth, we had Kevin Carter from the Amarillo Economic Development Corporation on earlier, and we talked about.
Yes, so exciting. I was so exciting about the this project with the indoor plants
Yeah.
to get some more produce. You know, our produce has really suffered this year because of the drought, and then the rain, while it was great, didn't always come at exactly the right time
Right.
for some of the crop. And to have this predictable source of fresh vegetables here in Amarillo, where we have not been able to grow them at this level,
Right.
this abundance, it's going to be amazing to have a predictable supply. And I've read about this company in some magazine articles and other places, and the photographs of their greenhouse are just inspiring because a lot of it is vertical.
Right.
And, you know, we're used to crops that spread out across acres of fields. And this is a vertical greenhouse where we're going to have fresh produce year round. And think of the savings and freshness where it will not have to be trucked from miles away.
We talked about, Kevin, about the role of the citizen in encouraging
Yes.
economic impact in our community. Center City has a big role in that place too, don't they?
We believe we do. You know, we are offering quality of life. I had this week, I've had an architect from the Texas Historical Commission, Jamie Crawley, in town. He's visiting some of our sites. Yesterday, he toured the historic Crest building downtown, and he's going to come up with some ideas, maybe for some potential buyers so they could see a vision for that building. And then later today, he's going to tour our Santa Fe Depot and come up with some ideas of how that could be a place that the whole community could enjoy. And, you know, I talk to so many people who want to save our historic buildings, but we know it takes a lot of time, and I know it takes a lot of planning. Look at the Barfield. It took 40 years for that to come back. So we are just slowly saving one building at a time. And I'm so excited. When people come downtown, especially if they haven't been downtown in a while, I hope they see our work and that we are making a great first impression. I talked to the owners yesterday of Lit. It's a barcade with great classic arcade games.
Right.
And their business is doing great. So many of the young people, college people who come back for the summer, they're discovering all these great new places downtown. And our hope is that they encourage people to come back after college, stay here, and help us keep going.
Beth,
That's in a big. Go ahead, Chuck. Hurry.
Beth, let me just ask you this, if I may. Actually, High
Sure.
Noon on the Square is really a networking program also, other than just a good time.
It is, you know, it's business to business. It's also like a big giant family reunion. We have so many groups, high school groups, different groups who come, and they just make it a tradition, bring their chairs. And I say, you know, why throw a party when you can come and Center City will throw a party for you?
The last High Noon on the Square for the summer takes place tomorrow on the Potter County Courthouse lawn. It's going to have a great band and insufficient funds. Joe Tacos, thank you for the fajitas. And Underwood Law Firm will be the sponsor. And then don't forget, another community market this Saturday. Be a part of the growth and the excitement in Center City right here in our city. Miss Beth, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll put a plate back for you, Chuck.
Thank you,
He'll
ma'am.
be there. Yeah, he'll wear that same shirt tomorrow.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, we're going to take a break. We got to get out of here. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning right here on the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10.